My network is very bad and I've been interrupted. I don't know what happened. But I was talking about the killings of Nigerians by South Africans. And to me, I think it's a very, very bad decisions. Like, how will you decide to kill someone who you know is of the same race with you just because they came to your country? To me, I think the highest thing they can do is just maybe deport them, but not to kill. Like, really, really, really bad, really. Because once you're a black-skinned person, no matter where you're from, as long as you're dark-skinned, Nigerian, Ghanaians, Kenyans, South Africans, Zimbabweans, wherever you're from, as long as you're dark-skinned and you're leaving your country, once you go to white man's country, you're termed as a criminal. You're, when you're crossing the border, like when you're crossing immigration, they're going to scrutinize you, they're going to check you, they're going to remove your shoes, check your socks to see if you're a criminal, if you're carrying bomb, if you're carrying cocaine. They don't want to know if you're Nigerian. As long as you're dark, you're a criminal. So why will another black man think of killing another black man, knowing that we are all suspect? Like, really? Really, it's really, really sad. It's really, really sad. There is no country that will survive without a foreigner. I don't think so. I don't think there are countries on this earth where they just say, okay, they want to be on their own, they don't want to interact with any other country. No country is an island. Like, no matter how strong you are, you still need other countries. You need immigrants to help you grow in your country. If you're watching, just drop a comment. Say hi, like. Let me know you're watching. So what is your opinion? What do you think? I'll be reading your comments. What is the way forward? What can we do as Nigerians, as Africans, as black? How can we support ourselves? Ratoba, good afternoon, sir. I can see you. Ojo, hello. What are your suggestions? What do you think is the way forward? I've seen several videos and now I'm seeing people who are beginning to burn down offices. I saw a video about a burning taking place in Lagos where they were burning down the MTN office. I don't know if that's the way forward, because I think burning those offices, there are Nigerians who are also employed in those offices. Of course, they will lose the owner of the company, which might be a South African, will lose something, but there will be a lot of unemployment. There are Nigerians who are working there. And don't forget that that company that was burnt, they have insurance on them. Insurance company will just build those things back. So who is losing? We are also losing. Like, the people who become jobless, they are losing. Ojo is saying, Honorable Minister of Foreign Affairs. What is our government doing about this? And what is the way forward? Really frustrating. I've not heard any speech from our president, Buhari. I've not heard anything. He has not addressed the issue. I don't know. Maybe I've not seen it. Really, it's really sad. What is your opinion? What do you think is the way forward? What can we do? Like, I don't know. Ojo is saying it's so pathetic. Nigerians should take a hard step about South Africa. We can't continue like this. The only way now is to cut diplomatic ties with South Africa. But you know the problem is, even some of our brothers who are outside the country, that's what I always say. Like, I'm always thinking about this. Once you're leaving your country, I know it is very difficult. That's why you're leaving. You're trying to make a better life abroad. Remember your home. Some of us have traveled out of our country. We don't have anything in our country. We don't have land. We don't have name. In fact, even relationship, we don't have to be rich. Some people, once they travel out, they cut all ties with people they know are at home. So they cannot go back. So it becomes difficult for you to go back. Because there's nobody to talk to when you go back. There's nobody to fall back to. We should always have plans, plan B. Those are brothers that are abroad now. Maybe some of them cannot go back home because since they left, they've not called anybody at home, even their own immediate relative. Like, there's nowhere they'll go back to. They don't have a building, they don't have house, they don't have source of income. Some of them don't even have account anymore in Nigeria. So going back has become a problem. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, they can't just go back now. They are now stranded abroad. But Joe, it is really sad. If you see other countries, if a killing happen in those countries, it will be all over the news. You see it in the newspaper, you see it on telly. You see people talking about it. But Nigeria, hundreds of people will die and nothing will happen. Like, it's just like a normal thing. Hundreds of people will die and it's normal. It's just normal. Do you think burning down their businesses, South African businesses in Nigeria, is a solution? Do you think fighting is a solution? What can we do? What is the government doing about helping our brothers abroad? Even our people abroad, this is just a warning. Like, this is something to wake you up. Even if there's no fight, even if there's no immigration problem in the country you are, no matter where it is, in Europe, in any Asian country, wherever countries you are, what are you doing back home? Do you have investments? Do you have a land? Do you have a house? Do you have family who you can fall back to? Are you keeping the relationship? Nigerians in diaspora, what is the way forward? Like, even countries that are well established, countries that are very rich, they still rely on other immigrants to do a lot of things in their country. So why South Africa, of all countries? Like, really? What is the way forward? I can see you, Elizabeth. Chinonye, hello. Oluwaseyi Adamilola. Mr. Paul David, hello. Brother Matthew, I can see all of you. Mr. Itodo, Mr. Emmanuel. What is the way forward? Our people are being killed. What do you think is the solution? What can we do? Is it killing our other, like, is it killing each other that will be the solution? Are we going to just continue like this? Are we going to fold our hands? And other African countries have started fighting also. I've seen a lot of protests now. I saw one in Gambia. They were protesting and warning the South African people in their own country also. But is it killing them also that will bring solution to all this? You know, yeah, I'm fine, thank you. How are you? Avril, hi. From Dubai, how are you? I miss you too. Elizabeth, hello. Really, it's really sad. Like, when you think about it, we know as a Nigerian, we are not rich, but we are hardworking. That is why any country you go, you see how hardworking Nigerians are. Of course, there are bad ones. I know I've come across the bad ones, and I've also seen the good ones. Batoba said, I think we need to sit with our other African brothers and dialogue on how we can embrace peace, because it's better not to war. Olamide Akinwade, I believe you can see my okay. Who should have all the blames? Everybody is to be blamed. Our governments, our brothers abroad, those ones who have decided to be criminals, those ones who have decided to bring the bad name to our country, those ones who have decided to tarnish our image, the government at large. Elizabeth said, I still don't really get the reason of the killing. That foreigners came to invest in your country should be a treat, to be a threat to them. Killing won't help at all. Of course not. Killing will not help. This is a wake-up call to all Nigerians, all Africans. As long as you are not in your country, this is a wake-up call for you. There is no place like home. Invest in your country, no matter how small. If you can't invest financially, invest socially. If you can't invest financially, make sure you have relationship with the people you left at home. Make sure you keep in touch. Don't just go abroad and think, oh yes, I'm abroad, I've made it. Anything can crash, anything can happen, and you return to square zero within few minutes. So where will you fall back to? What will you fall back to? Even if you're not in Nigeria, because I know I have friends from Philippines, from every other part of the country who may be watching. What plan B do you have for yourself? In case something happens in the country that you are, what plan do you have for yourself? What will you do? Some people now they cannot go back to their country because they just feel they just have to die there because there's nothing they can go back to do at home. Leah, I can see you. How are you doing? Really, the killing is not even a solution at all. It is the most, I don't know if there's any English like that. It is the most stupid thing anybody can do. Because someone is taking, I saw a post that says, it is only in South Africa you see someone who is not educated, someone who did not even go to school, you now kill a banker for taking his job. What job do you have? Leah, I miss you too. Nigerians are very hardworking. Nigerians are very hardworking. I work with someone who, before I could leave him, said, Gloria, you have to employ a Nigerian before I will let you go. And that's what I had to do. Because he has seen the way I was working. Nigerians are hardworking. We can, if once we have the resources, once we have the platform, if you see Nigerians abroad, with the little thing they have, you see what they achieve. If you see people, you see awards being won in different universities. You see Nigerians, because we have the human power, we have the resources. We're intelligent. Whatever we start, we do it well. Like I was telling someone, Nigerians, whatever we want to do, we do it well. If it's bad, we do it very well. And if it is good, we do it very well. That is just it. And South Africans have decided to start killing Nigerians because they feel they are taking their wives, they're taking their jobs, they're taking their I don't know. Elizabeth says it's pathetic that our president is not taking the required action necessary. And the strength South African investment in Nigeria will still render Nigerians jobless. Exactly my point. The question is, do they have a side business? That is it. If you think you want to destroy MTN office, you want to destroy the businesses South Africans have in Nigeria, there are other Nigerians, other African brothers, other employers who are working in those companies. They will become jobless. You're increasing the rate of poverty in Nigeria by burning down those things, by killing people, or by destroying those things. You're just getting the situation worse, really. I know we have to fight, but we can protest, but it's not to start destroying things. Oladimeji Akinwade, thank you. Miss you. You have just hinted the real answer, and you spoke my mind. Honestly, I don't expect our government to still be calm about this issue. Looking at the way our people are butchered like animals, this is not the first time it's happening, really. I've never come on live video. This is my first time, but I was just thinking, and I just couldn't just stop thinking. So I just thought I should just come and let's just talk about it. At least someone will be watching, someone will be able to pass the message across. The most power we have now is our social media. Let everybody talk about this. Let's stop the killing. Let's stop fighting ourselves. We have a lot to fight as blacks. We have a lot to fight as Africans. We have a lot to fight as than fighting ourselves. We have the whole world to fight. The white man is fighting us. We, the black, we are fighting ourselves. Someone said our country is fighting us. We are not like an orphan. Can you see the level of desperation the South Africans were? Like how desperate they were. Yes, of course. They dare our country and yet nothing we can do. There's nothing. They know there's nothing we can do. Destroying properties is not the solution, actually. But guys are angry. And that's why they can do. And that's what they can do in their own power. Our government has it all. But are weaker. That's true. Shame. Shame. Dr. Julian. It's a shame, really. It's a shame that we have nothing to do. The people who are in power, who could do something, they are not doing anything. So it is left for us to fight for ourselves. And we have no power. Really, we can't stop people from traveling because Nigeria is not conducive. If Nigeria was conducive, who is going to travel? Do you think it's easy being abroad? It's not. It is not. It is humiliating. It is a great decision for anybody to decide to travel abroad because it is leaving your comfort zone. It is leaving the people you love. It is scary traveling abroad and starting your life afresh. I've been there. I know what I'm talking about. So anybody who is taking the risk of traveling abroad is taking enough risks already. So don't make it more difficult for them. Be nice to people. It doesn't cost anything. If we should decide to send all the South Africans in all the other African countries back home, I don't know what's going to happen, which is almost not possible because even some people in South Africa, they were born there. They don't know any other place aside that country. They don't know any other place. The only home they know is South Africa or other country where you know you are. So why will you kill them or tell them to go back to their country? What country do they know? What country do they have? Elizabeth say, funny enough, they can't do that to one American citizen. They dare not. And their government will keep quiet. No, it's a shame, but we'll keep praying for our country. Yeah, we have to pray. But you know, Nigerians, we are also very religious. We believe in sitting down and praying without doing anything. Really, it's really confusing because even me, I don't know the solution. You can't do that to British citizens in any country or American citizen. You just decide to start killing them. You can't. You can't. Even some Asian countries, you can't. But Nigeria is a dumping ground where anything can happen and not anything goes. Someone can just decide, okay, because you took my girlfriend, because you took my wife, I'll just start killing Nigerians. Does it even make sense? Does it even make sense? Really sad. Drop a comment, guys. I'll be reading. Brayo, continue the good. Thank you, bros. Really, I just think this is a platform for us to talk about this, and I don't know, let people know we are not happy, even if we can't do anything in our own power. Thank you, sir. What do you think is the way forward? How can we send this message to South Africans for them to know that, yes, killing is not the solution to anything? When a black man goes out of their zone, once you are crossing the border of any country that is not African country, you're already a suspect. Once you are carrying your green, your pali that is green as a Nigerian, you're a suspect. It doesn't matter if you're Ghanaian or people don't ask you where you are. Are you a Nigerian or are you a Ghanaian? As long as you're black, you're African. As long as you're black, you're a suspect, you're a thief, you're a criminal. So why are we now fighting ourselves again? If the whole world is fighting us and we are still fighting ourselves. Even in the same Nigeria, we fight ourselves. You see, an Hausa man will say, you're not an Hausa, so we have the right to kill you. You're not an Igbo. So the Igbo is the best. Yoruba is the best. Hausa is the best. There's division among ourselves. So definitely there will be other country also will not see us as okay. These people, of course, we are not united. Natalie Smith, hello. Samuel Ozavize Joy, how are you? We're just talking about the way forward. Like, I just want us to discuss it. Like, let's talk. What are your suggestions? What are your opinion? What do you think Nigerians can do? And a wake-up call to all Nigerians, all Africans, everybody in diaspora. What are your backup plans? What is your plan B? If anything should happen where you are today, do you have something in your country where you can fall back to? Because I don't see any reason why our brothers in South Africa cannot just easily go back home and do something with their life if they had investments, if they had something to fall back to, and not get stranded abroad. Leaving your country alone is stressful enough. It's stressful enough for you to now be facing killing. Someone will try to kill you because they feel you're taking their jobs. Really? Really? What can we do? What is our government doing about this? President Buhari, what are you doing? Osinbajo, the vice president. Really? What are you doing about it? You travel abroad, you go abroad, you go to the UK, you go to US, you go to Dubai. You've seen how people are behaving, you've seen how their government is helping them. What are you doing about your own country? Abel Azikem, hello. There should be a mass protest on the street of Nigeria. There should be a mass protest. Our government should wake up and do something. Let me know you're watching. Please drop a message. Drop your comment. I'll read your comment. What is your advice? I'm going to read your comments so everybody will know what you're thinking about. What do you think is the way forward? Is it killing them or sending them back to their country? People are beginning to burn down businesses. Nigerians are beginning to kill people also. Sylvia, how are you? Nigerians are beginning to burn down businesses owned by South Africans in Nigeria, thinking that is the way to pay back. And my point is, you're burning those businesses, you're increasing the rate of unemployment in Nigeria. In Gambia also, they're beginning to make protests. They're beginning to warn that they're going to send back South Africans back to their country. We are beginning to cause division among ourselves. Really? Let's be united to fight the world than fighting ourselves. Let's be united to fight the world. Let me know if you're watching, please. What is your advice? What is the way forward? What is your opinion? Our government, how are they helping us? Funke, Christiana, how are you doing? What plan do you have? If anything happened to you today, what plan do you have for your children? What plan do you have back home in your country? Especially those of us abroad, what plan do we have? Is there something you can fall back to? If the country you are today decide to tell you they don't want immigrants in their country, they want you to go back home, do you have something to fall back to? Do you have any plan? Want to be stranded? Because I don't see any reason why any African or any Nigerian we decide to remain in a country where they are being killed, not just being deported, not just being marginalized, but being killed. Why will anyone want to take deaths over going back to their country? There's no place like home. No matter the country you go, it's just like a market. You have to return back one day. Even if not you, your generation, your children. Do you still have any roots? Do you still have a root? Can you trace your root back to where you're coming from? Do you have any investment in your home country to fall back to? Do you have even at least one building to fall back to? If you don't have money, do you have people? Do you keep the relationship? Do you have people who you can call back to, like, please, can I just have somewhere to lay my head before I can pick up again, in case something happens in the country where you are? What's our government doing about this? Let's stop the killing. Let's stop discrimination. Let's stop marginalizing ourselves. Sister Shewadeniyi, I can see you. What is the way forward? South Africans, this is not the first time it's happening. And it happened the first time, there was nothing. So that is why they think they can do it again. And they have the guts to even post videos. You see the videos being recorded live. Killing people. What is the way forward, Nigeria? There's no country that will survive without immigrants. I'm not sure. At least, there's no country that will survive without at least one immigrant. The way forward, Abel Azikem says, the way forward is for the leaders of the nation to come together and plan on a peaceful coexistence. The killing and destruction of business should stop, please. Yes. Nigerians, please. I'm begging. It is killing will not solve anything. Yes, protest is okay. Protest is okay. I even heard there was a killing yesterday during the protest. There was a killing. One Nigerian was shot in Nigeria because they are angry that their own brothers were killed in South Africa. You see? Because you're angry your brothers are being killed in South Africa, you decide to kill yourself. Is it wise? Is it wise? Let's be united. Let's come together and promote peace in our nations. Please. Our politicians, the only time they come out to do something productive is when they are beginning to campaign for the next 4 years. You see them coming out promising. And once it's done, once they finish the election, everybody goes back to their old ways. If Nigeria was that good, Nigeria was that safe, why sending your children abroad? When they school abroad, they have properties abroad, but they don't want to develop Nigeria. I always say I say, Nigeria, we are so rich. We have the manpower. We have people who are hardworking. We have intelligent people. We are very productive. We have natural resources. We don't have things like flood killing thousands of people. We don't have earthquakes. We don't have tsunami. We don't have those things. We are the only problem of ourselves. We are the problem of ourselves. Other countries, they have even natural resources fighting against them, but we don't have those things. It is we human, we ourselves, that kill ourselves. We destroy ourselves. We ruin ourselves. You see, an Igbo man will say, this part is not, we are not together because you're not an Igbo, because you're not a Yoruba, because you're not an Hausa, because you're not this, because you're not that, in your own country. And now South Africa is now fighting against us. How can we be united when we ourselves, we don't love ourselves? It's really sad, really. What can we do? How can we advise ourselves to prevent this from happening the next time, to prevent this from happening again? Because there was a warning. We've been warned. They've done it before. It's not like it's the first time. So what can we do to prevent it from happening, to stop this occurrence, to stop reoccurrence? What can we do? What's the government doing about it? We as individuals, what are we doing about it? Is destroying properties in Nigeria the solution? Think of people you're going to render jobless by destroying properties, by destroying businesses. Really? I just thought I should just come online and just bring up this topic. Thank you for watching. Thank you. Bye.